Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
As we come on air at 6, we are learning about a library bomb threat and what caused a house fire a couple of hours ago. Thank you for joining us for Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Raven Blue. We begin in Harwinton. Hill Road has reopened. Crews are still on scene. It's unclear if the fire has been put out. State police say just after 2:30, a woman fired a gun inside the home and the gunfire caused the blaze. They say the woman is in police custody. We will update you as we learn more. And then in New Haven, all roads are reopened after a bomb threat at the public library. It happened just after 4 this afternoon. The building was evacuated. Police tell us they are searching the library and did not find anything suspicious. We will keep you updated on these breaking news stories and more on our Fox 61 News app. Use the QR code on your screen to download it or go to fox61.com. Now at 6, a bank robbery in Groton led to a police standoff at a Super 8. And tonight we've learned from police that one of the 2 men held up in the motel is dead. This all started Thursday morning when police say the men robbed a bank. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules has the latest on the investigation.
The Chelsea Groton Bank says thanks to their staff's quick response, police were alerted immediately about the robbery.
We are trained here at the bank to respond in a certain way. The team did exactly as they were trained to do. So we're really proud of them for that.
Lori Duffy, the Executive Vice President, Chief Experience and Engagement Officer for Chelsea Groton Bank, says she's thankful no one was injured.
You know, we're grateful that our team members and, nobody was hurt in the situation. So that's the most important thing is safety.
Duffy says one customer was inside the bank at the time of the robbery. Bank staff called police just after 10:30 Thursday morning. They told police 2 men came into the bank and said they were armed. Police say the pair passed a note to a teller and demanded cash. They released these surveillance photos of the men who at the time were wearing baseball hats and medical masks. Police say the pair left the bank with an unknown amount of cash. After the robbery, the bank closed for the rest of the day. Police say they found the vehicle involved in the robbery at the Super 8 motel in Groton at around 5 p.m. Officers and detectives found the room the men were in. They say the pair refused to leave the room and told police they had both guns and explosives. Police continued to speak with the men as first responders helped evacuate the other motel guests and nearby businesses. Just after 11 at night, officers heard 2 gunshots coming from the room where the men had barricaded themselves. The state police's emergency services unit used a drone to get into the room and say the 2 men had been shot. Police identified them as 28-year-old Zachary Fallon and 57-year-old Sean Fallon. They say Zachary died from his injuries. Sean is still hospitalized. Police searched the room and did not find explosives. Police Chief L.J. Fusaro says, quote, "This was an extremely dangerous, volatile situation, and I want to commend the bravery and professionalism of all the law enforcement personnel involved in bringing it to a close." Police are still investigating this incident. They ask that anyone with additional information reach out to them as quickly as possible. In Groton, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
A person is dead after a mobile home fire in East Windsor early this morning. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle spoke with neighbors who shared what they saw and heard when firefighters arrived.
Neighbors in this East Windsor mobile home park are shocked to hear the news that one of their neighbors died in a fire. The damage done to the mobile home paints a significant picture of just how bad the fire was when firefighters arrived.
That's sad to hear. So I guess, wow, that is a shocker.
Jerry Paradis woke up Friday morning to the news his neighbor died during an early morning mobile home fire on Fairway Drive in East Windsor. He and another neighbor, Faith Peterson, both say they didn't know the person who died very well. Nevertheless, both say it's a stunning loss for the community.
I woke up because I smelled smoke. It was hot yesterday, so we had all our windows open. So.
It's a quiet neighborhood. It's peaceful. Yeah, good neighbors.
And
we all kind of look out for each other. So. Wow, that's shocking, though.
Warehouse Point Fire Chief James Barton tells us when crews got on scene, the mobile home was already fully up in flames. One neighbor who did not want to go on camera tells Fox 61 the flames reached 15 feet high and even damaged the mobile homes next to it. No one else was hurt, but this loss is tough for the whole community. Chief Barton told us how his crews are handling the situation.
We just deal with it, keep going. Everybody seems to be okay with it at this point, so.
The state fire marshals will investigate how this fire started. We'll bring you the latest updates on what they find out on air and online on our website at fox61.com. In East Windsor, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
The recent rainfall put a damper on outdoor plans, and that includes going to the beach. Many of them were closed because of high bacteria levels, but now they are back open and families are enjoying the sand and sea. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson spoke to people in West Haven about the recent beach closures.
Beaches across the state are back open after being closed this week. The openings are happening just in time for summer break, so the eager kids can do this.
It was the last week of school for many kids, and the first order of business was to come enjoy the beach. Mayor Dorinda Boer says the rainfall almost derailed those plans.
So very often when there's heavy rain, the bacteria and the stormwater runoff contaminates the water closest to the beach. So we test the next day, and sometimes the results are dramatically different. And that's what we saw this week. High levels, close the beach. 2 days later, good levels, open the beach. The
Department of Energy and Environmental Protection says the bacteria that's typically present after storms is E. coli in freshwater and Enterococcus in saltwater. Mayor Boer says E. coli was one of the bacteria found in the water.
So we immediately inform our residents because we won't want anybody fishing or swimming or swallowing any of the water that might have bacteria in it. So as soon as we get those results, our Park and Rec department puts signs at the beach. We put it on social media, and we also put it on our website page.
Because the city's beaches are quite popular during the summer months, Mayor Boer says subsequent testing was high on their to-do list.
And this is a priority for us because we couldn't have beaches closed during the summer season because that's what people enjoy here in the city.
And families were happy to be back.
Once a week, but since it's summer break, we might come here like 3 times a week. I'm pretty excited because we haven't went to the beach in a while, and it's finally summer, for it's not like we're just jumping in freezing water.
It is the first day of no school. So all the moms, we just was like, you know what, let's have something to celebrate with the kids, and we get some mom time too. So
Mothers Christina Vega and Christine Galiatko say they're happy the beach closures happened before their kids got out of school.
The thing is, this is like our first plan for the summer because it's very close by, it's easy. And if this was not an option, that would be really unfortunate.
At West Haven, anytime that's happened, they've always done a good job of keeping us informed and fixing the problem quickly and letting us know when it's safe to come back, because we have miles of coast here that is truly underappreciated, and we love it very much.
James Fowler from DEP says that the contamination from the recent rainfall is nothing to be concerned about, and that the beaches are now safe for everyone to enjoy. In West Haven, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
Kent Mawhinney faced a Stanford judge this morning on charges connected to the 2019 disappearance and presumed death of New Canaan mom Jennifer Farber Dulos. He pled guilty to an interfering with an officer charge, and as part of that plea deal, the state dropped the conspiracy to commit murder charge, which he already pled not guilty to. Prosecutors say they did not have sufficient evidence for that case. The court says because Mawhinney has already served 11 months in jail, that's enough for him to not be sentenced again. He will be released and won't go to trial. Mawhinney met with reporters outside of court this afternoon. They asked if he knew what happened to Jennifer. Here's what he had to say.
Obviously, it's a tragedy, but you know, I have as much responsibility for that tragedy as you do.
Do you know where she is?
No. If I did, I would tell them.
Mawhinney was Futos Dulos' friend and personal attorney. Prosecutors think Futos killed Jennifer, but he took his own life before he could be tried in her death. Mawini was accused of helping to cover up the disappearance. Jennifer's family released a statement after Mawini's guilty plea and dropped charges. It read in part, quote, "We believe that someone possesses additional knowledge about where she is, and we hope fervently that they will come forward with that information. We miss Jennifer every day in every way and ask that you please respect the privacy of her family and loved ones. Thank you," end quote. The only other person alive and facing charges in Jennifer's disappearance is Michelle Triconis. She is Futos's former girlfriend and is a year into a 14-year sentence for conspiracy to commit murder and tampering with evidence. She also faces a contempt charge tacked on during her trial. She'll be in court next week. Jennifer was legally declared dead just 4 years after her disappearance. Investigators still don't know where her body is.